Well, you're watching HSN, and now we're going to continue on with our very last item on our really, really exciting day that we've had together. I think of the wish list of stuff that we kind of always dream of having, especially if you're into doing hobbies and crafting and paper crafts, is you want a cutter. And you're like, oh my gosh, the electronic cutters are a dream to own, but they can be really expensive. Well, we launched at 1 a.m. last night a brand new cutter here on HSN. It's called the eCraft die cutting machine with the design card included. This is whether you're a beginner to the expert. It is the crafting machine, the cutting machine that's perfect. It's an affordable system, and it's designed just for you. Tonight, we have 5 flex pays and $100 off, which is huge for one of the most versatile machines we have ever, quite frankly, had on the air. You have 3 options of colors. We have the raspberry pink, which is adorable, the sky blue, and then we have this really awesome purple. And I'm going to go ahead and get our guest Melinda out here because she's just going to show you how really versatile and incredible this machine is. Welcome.
Hi, I'm so excited about this machine. I have to say this is a lot of fun. And for those of you that scrapbook or craft in any way, you know how great this is. For those of you that are new and you're watching it saying, show me what this does, we are going to show you what this does. This is an exciting product. Now, being on live television, I want to tell you things happen. Everything got unplugged. So the good thing about that is I'm going to show you when you get your machine how you're going to start right from the very beginning.
Like everybody else.
Like everybody else does. Because when you get this machine, and I talked about this earlier, I'm not a machine girl, but I love what machines do. So for me, it was really interesting to see how great and how quickly and how fast it worked because I'm not a machine girl. We're going to start right from the very beginning. You have your LCD screen. This is your cutting machine. It draws and it cuts all at the same time. This is your tension. Suzanne, this is such a fabulous selling point on this. Whether you use vellum, whether you use heavy cardstock, whether you use any of your magnetic paper, anything you use, you get to change your pressure setting so you can cut this exactly right. And we will show you when we start cutting, when the blue light comes on, that means everything's working properly. So as soon as you open your machine, and you can use it open or closed, either way, you have a back tray setting and you have a front tray setting. So if you use the back tray, we're going to start with this. You can put piles and piles of paper and keep cutting and cutting and cutting.
And wait, look, Ma, no mat. Okay, how many times?
Thank you.
One of the biggest features is the fact that you will never use a mat again with this one. You're just putting the paper in, and what's really unusual is the multiple loading tray on the back, and of course the front load on the front. We've never done that before, and we've never offered it before.
Right.
Something else I want to pop in here very quickly. You can use it just by itself, but also when you get this at home, you will be given instructions on how to access their website, which then opens up a whole new ball game of what you can do with this machine. All of a sudden, it truly becomes unlimited. And the one thing, if you're a font junkie like I am, this blew me away. Any true type fonts can be put into the system and used in this machine. So on your word processor right now, if you've got your favorite true type font, you're going to be able to use that font. And you know what, Melinda? We've never been able to offer that before either.
You're right. It's very exciting. You know, there's so many great things about this machine. Pretty much whatever you want it to do is going to do, but it's simple. Now, all I did was push my buttons. I just really quickly want to go over. I don't want to spend a lot of time, but I just want you to understand how simplistic this is. Off, on, cut, enter, up, down, right, left.
So
not confusing. All I did was pull up a picture that I wanted to draw. So I pulled this picture up here. Let me make sure I did multiple pieces too, because that's the other thing. All I did was pull up this design just really quickly. I'm just going to hit cut because I just want to get right to the machine so you can see exactly what it does. Push enter when you want something to be done, and you're going to push cut, and it's going to start going. Now remember, we're talking about the fact that we're using the tray on this one, but you have the option when we go to the next machine, we'll do the front loading. What I like about the tray, obviously, Suzanne, is once you put your papers in, it starts cutting and cutting. You get to walk away.
That's great.
So while it's cutting, I just want to show you examples because I don't want anybody to miss anything about this. All I did previously before the show was just put in a leaf design just to show how many pieces you can make. What's great about this machine, Suzanne, is it'll figure it out for you. So if you want to cut your leaves or whatever kind of design you want. Now, when it comes out, that obviously means that it's done, and then you're good and you're ready to go. And you can pop it out here. So what we did here, and hopefully you can see this, all I did was just do the design. If you see the design on the screen, this is such a great example of the intricate design that you can make. Now, keep in mind, Suzanne, we could fill up this page. We could do 100 of these and walk away. Do you see how nice and clean the cut is on this?
And what's also really cool is that's a ½ inch. It goes up to 12 inches and unlimited length.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome.
If you want to do banners, this is the machine for you. If you want unlimited length, this is the machine for you. Isn't that great? If you want to be able to make something and walk away, this is the machine for you. And I want to keep going back to the projects and the inspiration about why we do what we do.
Sure.
Because as much as it is fun to cut things out, you want to do something with all your projects. This is a great butterfly. The butterfly comes with your Fundamentals 1, which is part of your kit that you get. All we did was cut out the butterfly in several different colors and layer it, and you can make a great little card. Now, keeping in mind, if you would go to a store and buy a card, the time, the money, the energy, that's why we have a machine like this, so we can do all those great ideas and be very creative with them.
And we can do it for pennies as opposed to a basic flat card. By the way, it's SD driven, so that SD card will have more than 100 images included with our configuration today. And again, we have the best price anywhere. So, and you cannot get these at the big crafting stores. They're only sold in boutique crafting stores or shops, and it can be up to $300 to buy one of these elsewhere. So here you can get it $100 off, a great price to begin with, and of course 100 images, plus when you get the USB cable that's included and you plug it in your computer, please explain that. Then it opens up a whole different world.
You know, this is very exciting. For you, those of you that like computers, what's going to happen is you can hook up your computer because you get the USB port. You can hook it up to your computer. All of your true type font that you have on your computer, you can use and make on this machine. If you are really technology savvy, what you can do is there's something called an SVG. Now, I want to tell you what that is, because if you're not savvy, you're like, well, what's that initial mean? What that actually means is those are people that really like to design and decorate, and you can take your images and move them around the page and put them in different locations. If you have an SVG file on your computer, you hook it up to this machine, the images you have, you can maneuver, manipulate, move them around, and cut them out. Hundreds on a tray. If you use the tray, you can design. And when Beth was talking before about saving your paper, that's the great thing about the front loading. The reason you want to use the front loading is you have more control over the paper. So if you have a scrap, because you know we use spaces in the paper, then you can load it and set it to wherever you want to go. Because the great thing about this machine is you get to manipulate where the cutter is when you put it in the front part of the machine.
Awesome. Now,
it's
put
really
that
great.
down in front when you're going to show this, because you got to see, this is really cool.
Now here's the great thing about this. Remember, we're talking about the choices that you have on this machine? This is the same thing, the teeniest and the biggest.
But can you guys zoom in a little farther? That's a teeny little key.
How
and
great
again,
is that?
all that intricate cut work can be done with this, and it's done really fast.
It is.
You know, we've had cutters on, and obviously there's a lot of cutter choices out there.
Right.
But a lot of times it's really cost prohibitive. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm just not going to spend $400, $500, $600 on a cutting machine. This, by far, is the most affordable 12-inch cutter we've ever offered. You'll never use another sticky mat again. You have unlimited capabilities when you hook it to the computer, and it's easy. Don't worry, that's not a difficult idea or concept. They have hundreds and hundreds of images online you can use with it. Your true type fonts will work with it. You can set your page and then have it cut to this. It is amazing that when you get it at home, it opens up a world of creativity that you might not have been able to experience before. Now, if already $100 off our price was not good enough, let's layer on FlexPay. This is awesome. You can literally get this home for under $38. And you get to try it out. And if you're not 100% thrilled with how it works, send it back for your refund. But this is the new one people are talking about, because it is so incredibly affordable here, and it is so incredibly versatile. So if you've had on your wish list for years, oh please, someone buy me an electronic cutting machine, you don't have to wait any longer. It's not the birthday gift. You don't have to wait for a big occasion or to save up for a million years. Use the FlexPay and get it at home tonight. How popular has it been? Well, right now, over 700 have been ordered. And Steve, what's the most limited color? Because we have 3 color options tonight. Although I bet you the purple. I'm guessing purple.
I would say the purple's a pretty popular.
We have purple berry, we have pink, and we have sky blue. Oh, well, sky blue is the most limited. Oh, I was guessing purple was the most popular.
Too.
It is. You guys are loving the sky blue. All right, I know you have more to show us.
I have more to show, but just really quickly, I'm going to let this cut because I have a tendency to talk and then I'm not playing. What I'm doing here is, this is a great great feature, guys. This will draw and cut at the same time. You don't have to change the blade. You don't have to change the pen. I think that's a really great plus. You don't have to worry about the sizing on that. When you get this machine, Suzanne talked about you're getting the SD card. With the SD card, you're getting over 200 images, and you're also getting a make and take project. So if you're going to get this as a gift for somebody, this is a great thing because you're ready to go. You already have your project in your hand. You already have your machine. You have everything you need. It's a fun little gift for the pricing that you get.
See, it's drawing and cutting at the same time.
It's drawing and cutting.
This is one of the most innovative products we've had. It is our last product for the entire day. In fact, we don't even have craft shows coming up. I think March, when we celebrate our Hobby and Craft Month. That's the next time you're going to see a lot of crafting shows here on the air. We had one caller a moment ago say, I want more crafting shows. Well, unfortunately, this is it for right now. And we end with a bang. It is the must-have. It is the kind of wish list item that we all want. Because we know when you get an electronic cutter at home, all of a sudden you get so much more creative. And guess what? You're not hand cutting. And guess how many more projects you'll do because you have it at home. If you've got a birthday invitation to do, a wedding coming up, thank you notes you need to do multiple cards with. My gosh, you got to have an electronic cutter. And then I can't wait. When you hook this up to your computer and you see the brilliant interface online that they have created to go with this, it does open up an unlimited world of creativity. If you have any true type fonts, and most all those fancy fonts out there, and even the basics are true type, it will work with this machine, and there's not another cutter out there that can do that. Also, if you love your third-party creative websites, quote, quote, wink, wink, they've designed this to work with the third-party site. So if you've been frustrated because you've had to only go with one website to work with your cutter, this one now opens up all the other third-party sites to work back with it. For some beginners, you won't know what that means, but to those of you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is crucial, and they thought about that when they designed it. Also, look at the slim profile. You know, machines that are out there, they can be big, we love them, but they're bulky. This one literally is portable. It doesn't take up a half a room, and you can leave it out, and it's really just this sleek design. This is, oh, we didn't even explain this. Oh my gosh.
There's so much.
You get 5 blades total. Hello. You get 1 blade to start with and 4 replacement blades. That means you're cutting thousands and thousands and thousands of die cuts with just the blades included, and then you go buy more blades. So you get 5 total. You also get 2 of the ink quote-unquote blades or pins. You get 1 included, and then you get another one that you have as a replacement. Because remember, she just did this bunny, which was so cute. It actually cuts and prints at the same time. And on the SD card, it'll show you which designs have printing on them and which ones are going to allow you to do that. But I just think that's a great little feature.
Take a look at that. And keep in mind, you choose your size. I chose that size. You can choose it larger or smaller. This is the tray that Suzanne's talking about. They thought of everything. So in your tray, there's your blades, there's your pen, there's your tweezers, everything. And check this out. I'm just going to sneak it right back there. Nice and portable, fits right inside. I want to try to get to everything because there's so much. Keep in mind all the projects that you can do. You can do shadowing, you can do layering. Everything is included inside this machine. The projects are what makes this item so exciting. The finished product that you can do, all the pieces. I want to go through quickly because we have so much. Suzanne, we talked before about the fact that you can do different materials on this machine. So I want you to keep in mind, I just want to show you really quickly, and I'll put it on the purple machine so it's easy to see, and then I want to do a kiss cut because I think a kiss cut's really fun too. And I know we're running out of time. What I think is critical with this machine is you can do all kinds of materials, and all you're going to do is change your pressure setting. So you don't have to worry about, will this work, will this not work, because you get to pick and choose. So we're going to talk about the metal. We're going to talk...
So that's like a foil.
It's a foil. It's a foil. And we did the same design because we want you to see where you can do the adhesives, you can do the fabrics, you can do the vellums, you can do... all the different kinds of felt. You can do the cork board. You can do the adhesives. You can do the chipboard. You can do the glitter paper. So we want you to know. And the reason we did the same style was just to give you an idea of what the wood veneer, of all the different choices and options that you have. How fun and great is that? Now, really quickly, because I know I'm just going to move this. We're running out of time. But I want you to see there's so much to do with this machine. It's a really, really great machine. I'm just going to turn this on. As a reminder, this is nice nice. This is portable. You can use it with a computer, without a computer, but also keeping in mind, you can do your kiss cuts, and I think that's a really fun,
what's a
cool
kiss cut?
thing. Oh, okay, sorry. It's a very romantic thing that you do. No, a kiss cut is when you're going to have...
This is huge, by the way.
It really is huge. You crafters know, but if you're new to this and you want to impress a crafter and give them a gift that's affordable, hello to this machine.
Oh, no kidding.
They will love